Hey guys, I was meant to go to a bar crawl with the cheerleaders again. So it was a mix between the cheerleaders and I think it was hockey. I think it was a mix between cheerleaders and hockey. So I was gonna also get my hair done, and I left out around 9:30 because I had an online appointment around 9:30. Dashed over to the person who's gonna do my hair. So she separated the hair and everything, and she started doing my hair at just before 11 o'clock in the morning. Tell me why I was there until 9:30. Like, I predicted my hair was going to be done at round about 3 o'clock. Because I thought to myself, well, if I get there 10 to 3, that's what, 5 hours. That's plenty of time. Like I haven't had braids in a while. And my most recent braids were box braids. But I used to get knotless before. So I was like, you know what? It's not going to take too long. I'll just catch everybody in Leamington when they go for the bar crawl. I missed the whole bar crawl. I got there just for the end of the circling. I just said hi to a few people. And then I came back and I'm thinking, I'm so happy I took the bus because I would have wasted all of my money. But yeah, I got there, I hadn't eaten all day, and I was thinking, how can I drink it on an empty stomach anyway? So it's not even that bad, but I've just felt so upset because I thought my theme was really cute. We were meant to dress as your type, and so I had this I had this blue baseball cap from the Dodgers that I got, and I said, that's my whole outfit. I'm going to wear my Dodgers cap. When I get my fresh new braids, just put the cap over my braids, and I am so honey for the night. I don't care. That is my type. I can't think of this theme. I don't have a distinguishable type to dress as. So yeah, I did that, and I was really proud of what I came up with. But it ended up only being there for 5 minutes, and like all the girls were wearing caps as well, which was so funny. So like our cheerleaders, like all of their types seems to be the same as mine. And then there was some Russian guy there that was chatting to at the bar. He just come up because when I arrived, they dropped down the prices of the drinks to £1 a pint. And I was like, well, I've just got here at the right time then. So I bought 3 pints and I brought them with me, and I was thinking, why did I buy 3 pints when I haven't eaten all day? Like, this is dangerous. And then I sat down, and I ended up sitting next to the same Russian guy who was at the bar next to me, and he was just like, I don't even know what he was saying. To be fair, he was mashed up. And he goes, I'm Russian. And I go, oh, nice to meet you. And I can't remember what else he said. And I just remember what that Russian guy was saying, because he was dressed in like a really nice tweed suit. And I was thinking, oh, maybe his type is men in suits because, men in suits, I don't blame him. And then when I was talking to him, I was like, oh, what was your theme? And he goes, oh, it was type. And I was like, oh, so your theme was type as well. Your theme in the Wolves was type. And he goes, my type is internship because I need an internship because I spent too much money coming to study here. And I'm like, you know what? I don't blame you, mate. And then I was sat next to another guy as well from the Wolves. Which was nice, I said hi to the people who came out to see my friends in the cheerleading group. And that was it, really. And then I just got some protein down me, which wasn't much, and then now I'm tired. I managed to book in some Muay Thai for tomorrow, so I'm going to have a midweek session of Muay Thai after my lecture. I am tired, I haven't slept. I got to this girl's house at around about 10:10 this morning. Got there, had my hair done until 9:30. That's a very long job having my hair done. Like, I don't know how I calculated 11 hours, but it was 11 hours. Yeah, it is 11 hours. I'm sorry, I'm tired and my maths isn't mathing. But yeah, I've got a lecture on campus tomorrow, and then I'm going to head over to a Muay Thai session. After that, I might try and see if my friend's free, because I'll go and link up. Hi guys, so this is what my hair looks like. This took 11 hours. Like, I love it. I'm not gonna lie, I absolutely love it. Like, at first I was kind of like, you know, and then it just started to grow on me a little bit more and a little bit more. I was like, is it too thin? You know, 11 hours, is it gonna last? But like, this is the first time I've got knotless this small. I've never had knotless this small, because I always go for like a medium, and I think that suits me because I tend to like the braids a bit chunky. But I was like, you know what, yeah, I prefer it to be on the chunkier side normally, but even though it's kind of small, I really like it. But yeah, I missed the bar crawl getting this hair done. So I'm a bit like, I'm upset I missed the bar crawl because I can't make the next one, and the next one is going to be the last one. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't really want to be just like drinking all the time. And I feel like, especially because I've been training a lot. I mean, I trained yesterday. I did another Muay Thai session again after class. You know, I'd rather be in a better state to just keep training and training and training than being like, oh, you know, I'm sluggish because I've been drinking, or I'm sluggish because I've been up until like whenever in the morning. And I like seeing that I'm actually making progress, you know, because it's not like I get hungover. And I think because I'm somebody who doesn't get hungover very often, that gives me more motivation to just go out and drink with people and not really take it seriously. It's like, oh, you know, I've got a 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, that's fine. You know, alcohol gives me more energy anyway. I'll just roll out of, you know, like a nap or whatever, and I'll be fine. And normally I'm fine, as long as I have like a nap by like midday or whatever, if I feel up to it. I am generally fine, but I don't really like it. And especially at this age now, I can just down pints and not really think about it. And it's like, you know, I'm trying to lose the belly. I'm trying to get healthy for this marathon. And I can see that I've become a lot more serious in this month since I've started training. So I'm proud of myself. Other than that, what I really want to do is I want to get myself a creative portfolio made. So obviously I have this vlog, and this vlog is far from professional, but I'm getting there. I have my equipment and things, so I'm going to make my blog, you know, I'm going to try and make more professional videos and, you know, try and upskill with this thing that I'm doing. But other than that, like, I mean, my course is data visualization, and as part of the course, they're making us make a creative portfolio of visualizations. But if I could combine that with the videography I do in my spare time, and, I don't know, get my legal, political analysis in there somewhere, you know, I think I would have a good foundation to do something creative in the meantime before I start my training contract. Because the training contract isn't going to be for another 2 years, regardless. Like, I'm going to need to work. So I'm going to have to find a way to work and, you know, study the SQE, sustain myself, whatever. I mean, I've been looking online for all sorts of jobs. Because, to be honest, if I don't get a training contract in this cycle, I think I might just go abroad again. I've been umming and ahhing because it's like, you know, Great British pounds are worth something. And I would rather save up Great British pounds, but there are other countries that I could go and work in. I don't have to stay here. And I think it's in me to travel a little bit more and experience working somewhere else and take another breather from England before I go into the corporate world. I think Japan was all right, but I don't think I want to go back there for the breather. The only reason I really want to go back to Japan is because I want to pick up Japanese properly. I want to get fluent. I want to be more conversational. I want to learn how to navigate Japan better than I did when I was at KO. And, you know, there's this YouTuber I've seen that's been doing bits on here. She's been doing the rounds because she's doing like free touring in Japan, doing all these different part-time jobs just to stay afloat in this. I mean, it's a small apartment, but I'm British. So her apartment to me looks very nice. You know, I don't see anything wrong with her apartment size, but it is objectively small. You know, so it's like seeing her and then thinking about how much you earn in Japan when you do these jobs. You know, because I earn 1,200 yen, and that's above the national average. And there's this job that's advertising at the university for like a skiing resort. And they're talking about, we will pay you at least minimum wage. And minimum wage is like 900 yen. And they're like, you have to pay for your own airfare. You have to pay for this. I'm like, who in the right mind is going to do that? Like, that's basically slave-free wage, and then you don't even pay for the fare. Like, nobody's gonna do that. And it's just like, what's the point in going back to Japan unless I'm gonna have a job that actually pays me well? And there are a couple of companies that do pay well, but you know, it's all Japanese sangyo culture. You know, I'm not about it. Like, I don't mind overtime. Like, that's the reason I'm like gonna be working for a law firm and stuff. Like, there's gonna be loads of hours and overtime, but the unpaid overtime life ain't about it. Like, and the idea of doing that while doing like a stressful job that's not even gonna help me qualify as a full lawyer, because they don't like moving foreigners up from the initial thing. I mean, yeah, it's better than being an English teacher in theory. You know, on paper you can be like, oh, I'm working as a lawyer in Japan here. But until you actually get the qualification, you can't really be like a proper, like... Because I was looking at being like a gaikokuho bengoshi type of thing. And like, it's basically just working for one of the big law firms, like a US firm or a UK firm, but in Japan. It's basically the same as what I'd be doing over here, but of course in Japan. But you'd need UK qualification for that, whether it's barrister or solicitor. And obviously I don't have either. So one of the reasons that I really want to qualify is that if, you know, for whatever reason I decide to jump ship, I can still work within the same... You know, that's why I'm looking for law firms with foreign branches. Because if I get tired at any point and I really love my firm, I can just move to a different branch. I can just ask them to transfer me and be like, you know what, I want to go to Japan, I want to go to Hong Kong, I want to go to Shanghai, Beijing, Mexico, wherever the hell they are, and just be like, you know what, me done, me tired, England is killing me, get me out, but I still want to work for you guys. And, you know, that's a possibility as long as I qualify. But, you know, that's the thing. Like, I like some of the regional firms, but they're not international enough. And, I mean, it's not bad. It's not like I'm knocking it, because I would still work for a regional firm as long as it's got some international scope, which are the ones that I've applied for, essentially. But, you know, I just want to move and experience working in another country again. But I just don't want those working conditions that I experienced when I was in Japan, but also corporate. You know, at least in my job in Japan, I could come in with, like, I couldn't wear, like, hair this colour, but I could come in with blonde at the very least, you know. I don't really want to, like, not dress the way that I want to dress in a corporate setting. You know, because I don't even think my fashion is that flashy, but, like, you see, I've got piercings... You know, piercings, and then I like to have colourful hair every now and again. And, you know, I just want to find somewhere that fits my working style, essentially. And I think, yeah, it's possible. Also, this was my costume. I'm so upset. Like, I actually really wanted to wear this. I would have done my makeup and everything, put my cap on, and I would have been my type for a night.